Okay, so this is simple push hand drills. You can make it more complicated, but just as a beginner push hand drills for anybody, yeah. And it brings in the push hands is for sensitivity training. While you're doing your other kind of drills, you're standing, you're moving, you're walking. It's a partner drill, but this little basic drill that we kind of came up with and going to do is the focus initially is for health, and it's to add the whole brain thinking, the left right hemisphere and such. Yeah? So I was looking for something safe that people can do where they're not doing Tai Chi and Qigong for fighting skills, but just for the development. You still want to develop the internal skills and such. Okay, so if you step forward a little, yeah, I know. So just protect it. So it's no, just bend your knee, right? So generally, you see something like this, right? Fold, turn, and then turn, and coming back, and turning, coming back, and then you see two hands. So copy me, right? Turning, right? And then you can switch legs. Right? Can be on the same side, right? Or we can switch hands. Right? Just resting, just light fingertips, right? And then pushing, turning, and turning. Okay? And then all the variations from that and such. So you can take that to there, but just starting, so standing, right? And just looking at what has to be done. So don't push. I want to be right on my center. Okay? So we want to switch. Okay, so right now we're going right, back of right wrist to back of right wrist, right? So you can see she's pushing me. And that's a natural response, right? Here. If I face this way and we put it here, right? So she's holding her hand still. And as soon as I contact her hand, I can feel there's a light pressure. And that's a normal response. When somebody touches you, right, you're going to tense, or you're going to push away, or you're going to shy away. You have to really train yourself if somebody's leaning there to just be there and ignore it, right, and not do anything. So that's one of the things you're training of. It's like almost wuji, right, or it is wuji right at that point where nothing. If I push, then she just follows, right? Or if she pushes me, right, I follow. Take that away, that emptiness. Okay? So the first part in developing, and this is going to help the brain, right, and relax, right? So learn how to relax, let go, you all unlock, but you see how you limp? So you have to hold it here, keep that expanded while you let go. Let this go, there. Let this go, there. Let this go, yeah. But when you let go, you don't push it down, you just relax, okay? So you're holding it there, right in the center, see? Relax, but don't let this drop. Just relax. Just feeling of relaxation in here while this is open. Okay, so from here, if we're just looking at one hand, if it's our right hand, then we have to switch to the left hand. So left hand, right? So just keep this right about there. Then right hand, right? Then left hand, and right hand. Look at me. So feel. You do, yeah. Okay. So it's just this game of right hand, left hand. And this is just to show that we're switching sides, right? Okay. So that's simple enough. But what we want to do is we want to involve both hands. We want to involve left and right, activate right hemisphere, left hemisphere, and eventually layer more and more movements, right? So I'm going to rest my fingers here. She's going to rest her fingers on my elbow, right? These are points of control. Right? If you rest it here, she can fold her elbow. No? She can fold your elbow, right? It can come out. If I rest here, this is still free, but if we control the elbow, right, then you can actually turn the whole body. Okay, so there's some practical reasons why we do the elbow, and it's sensitivity. So don't press. See, you're pushing me on the side. right in the center. Okay, so from touch fingertips to here, right? So I'm going to go under both her arms. I'm going to switch. She's going to slide her right hand down to my elbow, fingertips to my elbow, fingertips to my elbow. Okay. Relax, 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 lightly, lightly, right? Just sensing. Imagine my elbow is your baby's butt. There, see how she changes? You have to have the right feeling, right? Like you're playing with the baby, you're pushing me here. Don't push, don't push, don't push. Just be there, okay? So again, I'm going to go under, and then my other hand is going to slide down, passing first my hand, and then transferring to her elbow. Her hand's going to keep on sliding. Baby's butt, you're cradling the baby, right? Just enough, there. See, that really helps her. Okay, so I'm going to go under, we're going to switch and transfer, slide to my elbow, transfer, slide to my elbow. Okay, now right now she's only following, so her activity is passive, right? But you want both people to develop, and so to be able to do it you have to think, right? And because it's right hand, left hand, switching sides up and down, left right hemisphere is going to work. So you're doing left and right side. Okay, so you step up with your right foot a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to switch, relax, relax, breathe, cradling your baby, contact, right? 2 points for you, 4 points of contact, right? There. Okay, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, outside. Relax, breathe, open your mouth. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now in the push hands, it's a game. It should be a fun game where you're trading off and you're really trying to end up being the leader. But to end up being the leader, you have to learn how to follow. So you switch things around. So right now she's only following, I'm only leading. I'm waiting for her to lead. So your hand goes under both my hands, under both my hand. Right? So this one goes under both, outside, 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 outside. She's going to switch, right? So this hand is going to release and touch my elbow, okay? This hand is going to go under both our hands, here, right? There, good. This hand is going to go under both our hands. That's only one hand. Under both our hands, right? And
but
release.
That's an elbow and that's a hand.
Elbow. Under both our hands, both my hands.
Both your hands?
Go under both my hands. This hand goes under both my hands and switches. Back of hand, elbow. Okay? So you can see what looks like simple can be really confusing somebody who's never done it before, right? So if I lead, and she can follow, right? Kind of gets it follow, but if she leads, you got to think, so it really activates the mind. So your hand is going to go under both my hands and touch the back of the wrist, back of the wrist.
Back of the wrist.
Yes, you have to turn this way, back of the wrist, right? This hand is going to slide to our elbows. So your hand has to slide to my elbow. There, okay? Your hand is going to go under both my hands to touch the wrist, back of our wrist. No, the other hand.
This one?
Has to go under both my hands.
How does it do that?
It goes across under my hands, right? And then it switches. This one has to touch my elbow. There. This one has to go under both my hands. This one has to go under both my hands, touch the outside, and this hand's going to touch elbow, my elbow. This hand is going to touch my elbow. Okay? So going back and forth, right? And then learning how to take over. Okay? So then within that, we want to add this kind of motion in. So first, maybe I'll just go back and forth. And we're not hitting each other, right? This is for health. This is for development. It's like a therapy. So I'm going to add the back and forth movement, okay? So if we're just going back and forth, right? Switching, not even turning, just going back and forth. So switching, Okay, and then you go forth, and then switching, and then I go back, follow, right, and switching. It's called displacement. Step up, yeah, and then you come forward and switching, right? So we're going back and forth. So even this is leading, right? Somebody's coming forward. So if she comes forward, I have to follow, and then I'm going to switch it, and I'm going to come forward. She follows, and she switches it, right? Not even turning the waist yet, right? But adding this, right? So activating more neurons, right? Activating more thinking, right? More points of contact or movement. Okay. Okay. Relax, relax. Always catching from the outside. Okay, and then finally we want to add the turn. So just turning without switching yet. Turn, 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 and then turn. Come forward to my center, turn, redirect, turn, 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 right? I'm turning you, turn, 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 then turn back to your right and come forward. I'm going to direct you, turn, 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 turn. Come forward, turn, right? So turn your waist, turn, 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 turn,
Your
turn,
waist
turn,
doesn't look
turn,
like it's
turn,
moving the
turn.
same.
Don't worry about my waist, worry about yours. Step up, right? And turn, 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 turn. Okay, so turn, going to switch hands, going to keep on turning. Going to switch hands, going to keep on turning, going to switch hands, going to keep on turning. Outside. Okay, so you go slow, just get the basic first, right? What you're doing, right? Take your time, and eventually you're trying to do, right? You're trying to do these switches while you're moving so they become natural. Okay? If you get it before your partner, you help to guide your partner. Don't fight them, right? You're guiding them into the correct movement, trying to get it into their muscle memory. Okay? Now, right now I'm going counterclockwise, but circle can go the other way, right? As we go up and down, it'll turn into a spiral. So as I switch, the circle will change. So if we go at more of a 45-degree angle, okay, point of contact, right? So I'm going to turn your waist. Yeah, no, don't lean, just turn, and then turn. Right, so we're going this way. Still going this way. Elbow, elbow. Okay, or I can go the other way. Now I'm going to switch. Right? And come up and turn that way. I'm going to come up. I'm going to turn the other way. I'm going to come up. I'm going to switch. Going to come up. Going to switch. Right? So there. Now you can see the switch. Right? And you can go back and forth. Right? So as I'm coming forward, right? as I'm coming forward, I can switch. Right? So forward, I'm switching. Forward, I'm switching. Or I can switch on the back. So she comes forward, I go back, switch. Change the directions. Change the direction. Change the direction. So it comes out of my turn. Right? So if I'm holding as I'm turning, then this hand can switch, right? And then I can, so I'm going this way, right? Coming back, and then as I'm turning, this hand will come up. Right? I'm turning, and then I can go under, and I can turn the other way. Right? And then you can see that little hook, turn, go one way, and then turn. I'm going to go the other way. So depending on where you turn, you can reverse the circle. Okay? So if we're just doing, not even touching the elbow, but we're going to switch from here to here. Okay, switch from here to here. Switch hands, right? So I'm going to turn, and then switch, and then switch, and then switch, and then switch, yeah, and switch. So you have to turn your waist, turn your waist. Yeah, turn your waist, big turns, big turns. There. Just gently, right? We're not banging against each other, not whacking each other, right? It's not that kind of training, right? You can, but you don't need to. You have to, it's a sensitivity. So even if you're doing that more solid yang energy, right? You gotta have that sensitivity in there. Otherwise it's just bashing each other, right? So anyway, I can just do, yeah, switch. Come on, come on. Yeah, relax. So even the mouth is locked up, relax your breathing. Sink everything down. Legs are a little heavy. Relax your breathing. Yeah. Yeah. So you can see even here her hands are starting to bounce. So she's kind of getting the rhythm a little higher, a little higher. Yeah. Wrist a little higher, hand a little higher. Yeah. Legs get tired, just switch the leg. And you need to switch anyway, so you get two sides, right?
Yeah, but now.
That's okay, just go, just follow. Yeah. Yeah. So if her hands keep going like this, I'll just follow. As her hands push my hand out of the way, right, I go, she's, right, I'm just following. So from here, she's doing here, so I just follow. That comes up. When this comes up, my other hand comes up, so I'm following. Yeah. Higher. Open the mouth, relax, relax. Yeah. All right. Right, so if your partner is fighting, you go with it. And that's how you shape and cooperate and help each other on it, right? It's not a striking drill. Right? It's a sensitivity drill, developing your own internal. Right? You still want to practice Gung, right? You see how she can get an automation? If I tell her to lead, you lead. You see, it throws it off. She's actually following you, but she can follow. You can get that rhythm going. So even for self-defense, you get somebody in the rhythm, they can get trapped in that rhythm. They get trapped in that rhythm. Oh, that's where those comedy movies, right? Where the person is just doing something, boxing, and you're up there, and then you walk away, or you just sit there and they eat something, and you come back, and the person is just trapped. Like, how do I get out of it? Right? They're trapped in a circle. They're trapped in a spiral. They're trapped. Yeah. I'm looking for my other hand. I'm looking for her other hand. Yeah. Yeah. So back, opposite. Turn my waist. But even light touch, right? There's going to be some development, some conditioning. Yeah. So if before you go heavy touch, you have to make sure you have your yak jiao ready and your qigong ready. Yeah.
Non-functioning
And everything. Yeah. So I let her turn me. That's why I'm turning so much. She brings my hand down. When this hand brings me down, right, I'm letting her turn me. That'll bring this hand across and spiral. Yeah. So she's pushing my hands out of the way. I'm letting it turn. But when I turn, the other hand comes out. It's natural reaction. So. And so I'm still practicing sensitivity. I'm practicing turning from the dantian, turning the waist, following, leading with the mind, listening. Right? All of these things are play. I have to practice my am I supported from above?
We changed directions.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you know.
I don't know. I'm just going with it. Right? And a circle, yeah. So when the circle happens, you just keep going, and then until you find that reconnection, you don't have to stop. Right? And then slowly influence, right, what you want to happen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Face the front. Hands together. Oh, we have to make you fatka. So left hand, not elbow, here. Right hand. Close enough. Together. Oh, yeah, fatka.
Hide the thumb.
No, turn. This way. Okay.